Oh, a person cannot open a letter anymore without being accosted by some vile, disgusting thing. I thought it was against the law to send filth like this through the mail.
Oh, no. What is it, Lynn?
A letter from the IRS. I am being audited.
It's aggravating, yes, but you don't have anything to be worried about. Do you?
Well, of course not, but you know how nitpicky they can be. You forget to dot one little I, or you don't declare the tiniest little thing, and they can blow it all out of proportion.
What didn't you declare, Frank?
You.
Me?
And Rose and Sophia. I think over the past 5 years, I might have forgotten to mention that y'all are living here with me and paying rent.
We just slipped your mind?
Well, of course not, darling, but you know I think of you girls as family. Now, how would it look if they thought I was charging my own family rent?
Honest.
Don't you ever get a nosebleed from taking the high road all the time? Oh, this is such an upsetting day.
For both of us.
Why, what's wrong with you?
Oh, I ran into an old friend of mine from high school. Helen Colquist, she just moved to Miami. And we spent a little time together and decided we'd get together today. I even got out the old yearbook so we could go down memory lane.
Oh.
Last night she had a heart attack and died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've been sitting here looking through the book and I can't believe how many of my classmates are gone. I mean, look, Frank Bonatardi, tight end on the football team, heart attack, dead.
Well, Dorothy, don't think of it as Frank being dead. Just think of it as God telling Frank to go deep.
David Brittingham?
What happened to him?
God told David to drive into a wall at 80 miles an hour.
What are you doing? Dorothy's going through her high school yearbook. Sue-in-law's dead. That's my pussycat. Fun, fun, fun.
Ma, do you remember Helen Colquist?
Was she that tremendously fat woman with a wooden leg and a totally hairless cat named Cincinnati Jake?
No.
Then I don't remember her.
Oh, Ma, look at this. A list I made of things I wanted to do with my life.
You know, I had a list like that, and I've done most of them. Except for Burt Lancaster.
I haven't done half the things on this list. I mean, what am I? I am a substitute teacher. I'll never be rich before I'm 21. I'll never be homecoming queen.
You can still be homecoming queen. It'll just be a different kind of home. What else is on your list, Dorothy?
I wanted to entertain people.
Oh, you an entertainer?
But yes, I was in the drama club. I was also voted the most humorous girl in my class.
She went to a special school for the dull.
I did not.
Okay, it's time for dinner. Dorothy, tell me something else that's on your list. An entertainer.
Entertaining people, getting my master's, and I wanted to sleep with Michael Del Vecchio.
Wait a minute, Michael Del Vecchio? Is he tall, with black hair, has a mole on his cheek, sells insurance in New York City?
Yes.
You didn't miss much.
The point is, I didn't do any of the things on my list. I mean, all my dreams went unfulfilled. You know, the other day I was talking to Helen Colquist. She said she always wanted to go to the Holy Land. She had just bought the ticket. Now she's dead.
Hi. What a day.
Oh, you too?
You know Roger Barton, the man who works in the cubicle next to me? He doesn't like me. Everybody's always liked me. Honey, maybe your chemistry's just off. Everybody doesn't have to like you. Oh, yes, they do. Dorothy, you're the smart one, and Blanche, you're the sexy one, and Sophia, you're the old one, and I'm the nice one. Everybody always likes me. The old one isn't so crazy about you. Roger likes everybody else in the office. I don't know why he doesn't like me. I go out of my way to be friendly. You know that happy thought of the day that I write down and give to everyone? He doesn't even like that. But I have a plan. What is your plan? His dog died.
That's your plan?
No, I'm going to replace his dog.
Rose, you don't even like bringing me my slippers.
No, I'm going to get him a new pet to replace his. His dog lifted his leg on an electric fence. Poor Sparky. To show him how sorry I am, I'm going to go to the pound and get him another pet.
Rose, I really think you're trying a little too hard.
Oh, I don't. No, Rose, I admire you. When you want something to happen, you go for it. Me, I dream.
Are you back on that showbiz kick again?
Oh, yeah, Ma. You know, I was always pretty good at it, even way back in high school. Ma, do you remember those variety shows that my class used to put on? I was really very good. You know, I'd get up there and tell a few jokes about the teachers, about the cafeteria food. Ma, do you remember, you call this tapioca?
Timeless.
The kids really liked me. I mean, they laughed. I felt great.
Oh, Dorothy, if there's something you're aching to do, then you simply have to do it. Do you remember when we went to amateur night at the Comedy Barrel? Honey, I know you've got to be as good as some of those people.
I couldn't. I'd be up there sweating bullets.
And dodging some. No, you should try it, Dorothy, and we'd be right there, front and center, cheering you on.
Oh, now this is crazy. I mean, what if I die out there?
Oh, who cares if you stink? Who cares if nobody laughs? Who cares if you make a fool of yourself?
I care.
And you got problems.
Coming. Roger! Roger, I can't tell you how sorry I am about what happened to Sparky. And how are you?
I've been better, Rose. I come to talk to you about this cat you sent me.
When I saw him at the pound, I knew he'd be just the cat for you. I named him Buster. Isn't he precious?
He mauled me, Rose.
Buster did that, but he seemed so sweet.
Well, he may be, Rose, but he just doesn't like me. Sometimes in life that happens. For instance, I don't like you.
But everybody likes me.
Can't say that anymore, Rose.
You really hate me?
Oh, yeah. Now, here's Buster back.
Well, you told me you were an animal lover, and I thought maybe I could replace your loss.
Well, I didn't need a replacement. You see, I had my parakeet. Or I used to have him until you sent that cat from Helena.
You don't mean...
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have to feed Buster for a while. Goodbye, Rose. And when you see me at work, don't say good morning. Don't leave me those cheery notes. And please don't put on those little puppet shows over the partition. In fact, don't ever think of me again.
Oh. Whose cat is this?
Well, actually, I got it at the pound for somebody, and now they don't want him.
I was talking to Sarah Antonelli the other day. She's got a cellar full of mice, and she needs a cat. You think this guy's got the killer instinct?
Oh, I think so. Please take him, Sophia. His name is Buster.
He sure is cute. I love the way he's got that jaunty little yellow feather behind his ear. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
What's in the shoebox, Blanche?
Every last receipt and scrap of paper I have collected over the last 5 years. Or a pair of shoes. Dorothy, what am I going to do? I'm meeting with my accountant tomorrow. He said to bring everything.
You better include a cake with a file in it. Where are your receipts, Blanche?
I always thought you only needed a receipt if the dress you bought didn't fit. He's no good at this.
Yeah, that's beginning to shine
It
through.
was so much easier when I was married. I'd buy something expensive. George would yell at me. I'd put on a see-through nightie, and that'd be the end of it. Why can't the government work that way?
According to the newspapers, a lot of times it does. This money that you forgot to give to the IRS, what did you do with it?
I can't remember what I did with every penny. I know I gave some of it to charity.
Charitable deductions, Blanche, that's great. What was it, United Fund, Greenpeace, do you remember?
In 1985, I bought the We Are the World album.
Dorothy, have you seen my teeth?
They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Ma, listen to me. You got Martha, Ray, and Madge mixed up again.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Ma, would you like to listen to a joke?
Is this from your act?
Could be. I went down to the Comedy Barrel and signed up for Monday night. Let me try this out on you.
Okay, make me laugh.
All right, here we go. It seems there was this doctor.
It seems there was? What is this, existentialist humor? Was there a doctor or wasn't there?
Yes, there was this doctor. He's sitting in the park.
What time of year is it?
What difference does it make?
You have to set the scene.
Who is telling this joke?
At the moment, nobody.
You know, Ma, it would be very nice if you could be a little supportive.
Please, I've always been supportive. Remember when you wanted to run away to Canada so you wouldn't get drafted?
Ah, that was my brother Phil.
Oh, yeah, I got confused. He was wearing your dress. Okay, how about when you were unmarried and pregnant?
Ah, I remember your exact words. Get out of my house, you're dead. I have no daughter named Dorothy.
Sure, in that tone of voice, it sounds bad. But I'm supporting you now. Didn't I come here to live with you in your twilight years?
Ma, these are your twilight years.
Are you kidding? I'm supposed to be dead. These are your twilight years.
Ma, I never needed you more. I'm about to do something that is very important to me. I mean, I could fall flat on my face.
Fall the other way, it's funnier.
Thank you, and good night. Well, Ma?
5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a little long. What should I cut?
After hearing that act, your throat.
Hi, Blanche. How did it go with the accountants?
Oh, just fine. Hey, while I was in the waiting room, I was reading a magazine that listed the 10 richest men in America. You know, Merv Griffin's moved up a couple of notches.
He probably ate the two guys ahead of him.
Anyway, I got good news from my accountant. I'm being audited Tuesday.
Lucky you.
Oh, but Dorothy, you don't get it. My accountant reminded me that I've been audited before, and I've never had to pay a penny in back taxes. I have a way with auditors. The last time I was audited, I got money back from the government.
Blanche, it's not a refund when the auditor leaves 2 20s on your nightstand. You want to see my Vans Cap caca? As long as I don't have to show you mine. It's a St. Olaf friendship cake. I'm taking it to Roger. It's made with milk, sugar, honey, a whole lot of love, and just a drop of sunshine.
Honey, why don't you leave the poor man alone?
I know if he got to know me, he'd like me. Boy, I got to know you. I don't like you. You just say that. Repeatedly.
Rose, you've become obsessed. You have this irrational need to get Roger to like you. Now, why are you doing this?
I guess it all started when I was a little kid at the orphanage. You see, only the happy, nice kids got adopted. And that's when I started trying to be happy and nice all the time. Because the truth is, if you treat somebody really nicely, they'll take you home.
I've always found that to be true.
Right now, I feel like the little kid at the orphanage.
Okay, Rose, I'm going to tell you a little story about a young girl in high school who was very insecure about the other kids liking her. Now, she would do anything to gain their approval. She would do their homework for them while her grades suffered. She would give them her lunch money in the misguided belief that she could buy their acceptance. Finally, lonely and desperate for affection, she gave her virginity to the first boy who showed her the slightest attention.
You know, Blanche, until you told this story, I never realized how much we had in common.
We don't have anything in common. That was a story Sophia told me about you.
Rose, the point is, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like you.
Yes, and when you find that one person, you have to try even harder to get them to like you. Did I ever tell you the story about Herta Schornborst?
Yes.
Well, then you remember, he was St. Olaf's most famous shepherd. Well, Herta used to say, you can have 100 sheep, and if one goes astray, that's the one you go look for. Especially if it's the best-looking one.
Rose has got to find some new role models.
Rose, I was just thinking about you.
Really?
Yeah, my hand was throbbing.
I brought you a Vanskap kaka. It's a traditional St. Olaf friendship cake.
Rose, I don't want any gifts from you. I mean, I really don't want to have anything to do with you. Let me ask you something. What is your idea of a friend?
Well, a friend is someone who likes you and respects you and is willing to do things for you.
So if I was your friend, you'd be willing to do things for me and respect my wishes?
Of course I'd have to.
Well, I've asked you to leave me alone and you haven't. I mean, what kind of friend is that?
Well, you said you weren't my friend.
Well, what if I say I am your friend?
Well, then I'd have to do it. You'd be my friend.
Then we're friends.
You mean it?
Just don't forget to leave me alone.
Well, that's what friends are for.
See you, pal.
Thank you, Roger. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that. See you, buddy. You're looking awfully pale. Are you all right?
I was just thinking, how important is it to fulfill your life's dream? I mean, what's the big deal?
Now, come on, Roger. You've come this far. You might as well go through it.
Yeah, but what if nobody laughs?
Then you'll know how Lisa Bonet feels.
Okay, who's got number 14?
I do.
Okay, sweetie, you're on next.
So, the guy says, my St. Bernard. I thought it was your St. Bernard. I gotta go wash my mouth off with soap. Good night, everybody.
Ah, there he goes, the bad boy of comedy, Dirty Dickie Hurts. Not exactly the kind of guy you want to meet your mother. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring out a lady who actually claims to know which one is Siegfried and which one is Roy. Dorothy, show us your Spornak.
You'll have to excuse me, I'm a little nervous. I'm not really a comedian. Oh, boy, it's a little hot up here.
How hot is it?
I don't know, but it's really hot.
Hi-oh!
As I said before, my name is Dorothy Spornak, and that's spelled just the way it sounds.
You darn, ask us where we're from.
That's my mother, the incredible shrinking woman. She's sitting there with the two other women that I live with. You know, at our ages, the four of us living together in the same house, we go through so many hormone changes that some nights we can actually read by the hot flashes. No, you know, it's really interesting when one of us dates an eligible man, or as we call them, a live one. Although it's not really a prerequisite because I have been known to date a guy on life support. But the trouble with dating a guy on life support is that you always have to go to his place. Every guy has an angle. And that's the trouble with the guys here in Miami. They simply cannot say those three little words, quick, call 911. So that's who I am. A substitute teacher with hot flashes who still lives with her mother who angles her. And I want want to thank you for finding my life more amusing than I do. And I thank you.
Pussycat, I've been working on some jokes for your act. Why did Rose throw the alarm clock out of the window?
I don't know, Ma. Why?
Because she's a moron. I got a million of them.
That's okay, Ma. I don't think I'm going to be doing my stand-up routine anymore.
How come? You were great.
This morning I realized that what I've been doing is no different from my dream. I mean, every time I stand in front of a classroom, I face the same challenges. Only I come away with something that I didn't feel last night. That maybe possibly I've managed to teach them a little something. Now, doing stand-up was like having sex with Stan. I was nervous before. It felt pretty good during it. And I'm absolutely thrilled that I will never have to do it again.
How do I look?
Oh, is today your audit?
Yes. He should be here any minute.
Blanche, how are you going to explain that outfit?
The zipper's in the back. Wish me luck.
Blanche Devereaux?
Yeah.
Gloria Schmidt, IRS?
Come on in the kitchen, I'll write you a check.
Morning.
Morning. Dorothy, taste this.
Oh, Ma, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Smells fine to me. I don't know why they're recalling it. Good morning.
Morning, Rose.
Wait a second. There's something different about you. Didn't you used to have a neck?
It's tension. It always goes to the same place. My shoulders tighten, my neck gets stiff, and I can't turn my head.
You mean you can't move your neck at all?
No.
Look out behind you. Hey, you gotta make your own fun around here.
Honey, what's making you so tense? It's my job. It's all the pressure.
Honey, what's the big deal? You're just working for a consumer reporter. You're not actually on TV a sale.
Well, it is a big deal. I mean, all those consumers are depending on me to do a good job. If I'm not careful, people could get hurt or cheated.
Look at Jimmy Smits.
Ma, stop that. Listen, Rose, you're going to have to learn how to take care of that stress. You can't walk around in agony.
She's right. You know what you do for a bad neck? You get into bed and lie perfectly still and wait until it's over. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not a bad neck. That's bad sex.
Hi, Mom.
Michael, I can't believe it. Oh, honey, it is so good to see you. Everybody, Michael is here.
Look, Rose, it's Michael.
I'm not falling for that again.
Hi, Blanche, Rose. Oh, Grandma, you look more beautiful than ever.
Relax, you're already in the will. Now come give me a hug.
Honey, Michael, I thought you were touring with that band.
Great news, Ma. I quit.
You quit. You just got the job 2 weeks ago.
I know, but I feel like I'm in a rut.
Michael, how are you going to support your wife?
Oh, more good news. Lorraine and I separating.
What do you mean?
I think he means that he and Lorraine aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it.
Michael, couldn't you have tried to make it work before you just walked away?
Oh, I tried. God knows I tried. But Ma, she didn't understand who I am.
She didn't understand I'm a free spirit. And that's why I like to come home. Because you understand me.
You mean it's not just because I do your laundry?
Michael, we were just having breakfast. Would you join us?
That's the best offer I've had all morning.
Hey, you know, it wouldn't hurt if you back your kid up a little more.
Ma, it's just that I hate to see Michael making all the wrong choices. You know what I mean?
How could I know? My children made all the right choices. My son was a cross-dresser. My daughter was unmarried and pregnant. Hell, I was the Rose Kennedy of Brooklyn.
Rose? Honey, it's 3 in the morning. Why are you staring at those light bulbs?
I'm running a consumer test for work. I have to see which one of these lasts longer.
Rose, you ninny, don't you know staring at light bulbs for hours is bad for your eyes?
Well, hey, instead of worrying about my eyes, I'd be more concerned with those purple spots all over your face. Oh, I'm sorry, Blanche. I'm frazzled. Not only is this due tomorrow, but I have to make sure this watch really is waterproof.
Honey, why don't you take the watch off your wrist?
Come on, Blanche, then I'd have my hand in a bucket of water for nothing.
Rose, listen. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you are driving us all crazy. Now, you've got to get some sleep.
How? There is no way I can relax when I'm so anxious about these work deadlines.
Learn to relax. I learned how to relax in any situation on that meditation retreat.
You went on a meditation retreat?
Yeah.
Was it successful?
Oh, yes. By the end of the week, 17 men were using my name as a mantra.
Okay, how do you meditate?
Well, just shut your eyes. Now breathe deeply. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Good.
Oh, I can't. I'm too wound up. Blanche! Which one went out first?
Beats me.
Oh, great. Now what am I going to tell Enrique Mas tomorrow?
You're going to tell him that you are overworked?
Well, I can't tell him that. He'll think I can't do the job.
You can't do it, Rose. Not like this. Now, you're going to talk to him and tell him you have too much to do. If it means your job, it means your job. Honey, you can't go on like this. You'll die, or we'll kill you.
Well, I'll think about it, Blanche, but I'm telling you, I'm not ready to give up the most challenging, exciting job I've ever had.
Saxophone player wanted at the Hacienda Hut Cocktail Lounge. What do you think?
I guess I could learn.
Ma, not for you, for Michael. You know, for the past week, all he's been doing is hanging out at the beach and having a good time. Maybe this job at the Hacienda Hut will get him on the right track again.
Dorothy, you don't want Michael working in a place like the Hacienda Hut. It is full of people just looking for easy sex and cheap thrills. But if it'll help, I could write a letter of recommendation.
Why are you trying to push Michael into a job? Give him time to breathe. Let him find himself.
Ma, I'm a little concerned. He just doesn't take commitment seriously. Well, he quits jobs, he leaves relationships. It's like they don't matter. He is 30 years old. When's he going to grow up?
Well, why should he when you make it so easy for him not to?
Are you saying it's my fault?
Well, all I'm saying is, Dorothy, you have to do something, or you're going to end up with a 60-year-old kid who can't hold a job or have a meaningful relationship, who keeps running to you all the time for emotional support. Can you imagine a man like that?
No, I can't. Yes, I can.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
Come on in, Stanley. We were just talking about you.
I thought I felt my ears burning.
Maybe that cheap toupee you're wearing retains heat.
Stanley, why are you here?
Michael and I made plans to see each other tonight. You know, a real father-son evening where we can rap and share our feelings and create good vibes.
I can dig it. Where are you taking him?
The Hacienda Hut. Thought I'd show the kid the town, give him some quality time. Maybe it'll make up for never teaching him how to ride a bicycle.
Stanley, how come I've never seen you at the Hacienda Hut?
I never have to stay long. I'm a chick magnet. That's why they call me Mr. Lucky.
You mean for 38 years I was Mrs. Lucky and never knew it? What about the present Mrs. Lucky? Does she know what a maggot you are?
Magnet, Dorothy, magnet.
Hey, Dad. I'll be with you in a second. Ma, could I see you in the kitchen? Look, Ma, I'm picking up the tab for dinner tonight, and I feel kind of bad because I've never treated you. I mean, I love Dad, but you're the one who's always been there for me.
Honey, you don't have to worry. I'll always be there for you.
I'm glad to hear that, Ma, because I ran out of cash. I need to borrow $30.
$30? Michael, you're an adult. Do you really want to beg your mother for $30?
Fine. Forget it. You know, I hate this. Whenever I need money, you make me feel like I'm asking.
All right. But look, all I have is $2.20.
Great. We can get appetizers. Okay, let's jam.
That's my boy.
That's my dad.
That's my money.
Dorothy, you gave him money again. Oh, when are you going to realize that you will never have a good relationship with your children until you stop doing all the things for them they should be doing for themselves?
Dorothy, I finished your blouse.
And the socks?
Get right on it.
So what am I supposed to do?
You have to make him stand on his own 2 feet. If I were you, I'd kick him out.
You really think I should do that?
Kick him out. I know it sounds hard and cruel, Dorothy, but I've been reading about that very thing. It's called rough love.
No, I think it's tough love.
Well, see there? Now we've both come up with something we ought to try.
Michael?
Oh, hi, Ma. What are you doing up?
Waiting up for you.
I brought you something.
Change from my 40?
No, these little bamboo umbrellas.
These are mine to keep, right? The reason I stayed up is because I want to talk to you. I want to know how the job hunt is going.
There's not too much out there right now.
Are you sending out resumes?
Oh, come on, Ma. Musicians don't send out resumes. I mean, it's not like a job.
Oh, no, you're right. A job is when you go to work regularly, bring home a paycheck, and support yourself.
Okay, wait a minute. What's this all about?
Michael, you are 30 years old. I want you to find your own place, cook your own food, and take responsibility for your life.
But, Ma, that takes money.
That's where the job comes in.
So what are you saying? You kicking me out?
No, I'm forcing you to grow up.
Fine, I'll pack my things now.
Oh, wait a minute. I mean, since I sprung this on you out of the blue, let's say you can stay here for another week.
What, and put off growing up? Nah. I'm out of here.
Rose, what the hell are you listening to?
It's a relaxation tape. The rain is supposed to relax me.
Is it working?
Not really. I keep worrying that I left my car windows down. Oh, Dorothy, I feel so helpless. I get upset every time I think about it.
Now look, Rose, stop whining. You know that you're going to have to speak to your boss about your workload. Wallowing in self-pity is not going to help.
How are you feeling, Dorothy?
My life is falling apart and now Rose is bothering me.
Dorothy, I'm sorry I bothered you.
I'm sorry I snapped at you, Rose. It's just that I'm upset. I am very upset.
Is it because you threw Michael out?
No, it's because I can't make any sense out of those commercials for obsession. Of course it's because of Michael.
You just did what you had to.
Blanche, knowing that does not help. I am going crazy, wondering where he is. I mean, he could be sleeping under a pier for all I know, or in some flop house, or out on the street.
Michael called he's staying with Stan.
Oh, God, it's even worse than I thought.
At least he can depend on one of his parents.
Look, Ma, I told you
I know
why
you told me, and you're wrong. Your brother Phil is much older than Michael, and I still send him money, and you know why? Where I was brought up, you learned never to turn your back on family. Never.
I know, Ma.
When your crazy cousin Nunzio started living with his pet goat, did the family turn its back on him? No. And after a couple of nights, neither did the goat. Dorothy, this really isn't your problem anymore. It's Michael's. He just has to learn the things we need to know to be an adult. Like how to earn a living, how to pay the rent, how to be courteous to your Friday night mistake on Saturday morning. I still have to work on that last one myself.
Why does it have to be so hard?
The hardest part for me was explaining to my Kirsten the difference between boys and girls. I knew the time had come, but I kept putting it off. Finally, I decided it was time to take the bull by the horns.
So you told her?
No, I took the bull by the horns, turned him around, and showed her what makes a bull a bull.
You are kidding, Rose.
No, that's how my mother taught me.
Honey, didn't that give you a false impression about what a man would look like?
It sure did. Can you imagine my surprise on my wedding night with Charlie? Boy, that bull would have been jealous.
I just wish somebody could tell me I've done the right thing. with
Yeah,
Michael.
you done the right thing. Rose, tell me more about it.
Not now, Blanche. Dorothy, I know you've done the right thing. In the animal kingdom, the whole idea is to teach offspring to fend for themselves. Humans are the only ones who think it's their duty to care for children their entire lives.
You know, Rose, sometimes you really say some wise things.
We're also the only species who use corn holders that look like corn on the cob when we eat corn on the cob.
Whoops, spoke too soon. Oh, Rose, is your neck bothering you again?
Yeah, and I'm going to do something about it.
I'm glad you've come to your senses. There is nothing worse than a pain in the neck. I must be psychic. Stanley, why are you here?
We need to talk. Let's go in the kitchen.
What, is this private?
No, I'm hungry. You got any bagels? Hello, Rose.
Okay, Stanley, what do you want to talk about?
It's about Michael.
What's wrong? What happened?
Why do you have so many cheesecakes in here?
What about Michael?
He's fine. He's living the life of Riley. I cook his meals, I change his sheets, I pay his bills. He's making my life miserable, Dorothy.
Stanley, pull yourself together.
I'm sorry. It's not just a disruption to my life. It's seeing him do nothing with his.
Stanley, you took him in. Now it is your problem, and you are going to have to deal with it.
You're right. There's only one thing I can do, and it's the hardest thing in the world.
You're going to ask Michael to leave your home.
No. I'm going to ask you to ask Michael to leave my home. He already resents you. Why should he be mad at me, too?
I've heard enough. Get out.
See, you're great at throwing people out.
Stanley, you're going to have to throw your own son out of your own house.
Dorothy, I can't. How can I sit in judgment of how Michael lives his life? Here I am, a middle-aged man selling novelties for a living. You know how things could have been different if I had really applied myself 30 years ago?
Yeah, you could have invented plastic vomit instead of just selling it.
Exactly. But Michael's different. He's got real talent. I don't want to see him wasted.
Then help him, Stan.
How?
Set an example. Show him that it's never too late to grow up.
You're right. It is time for me to show some maturity. I'm going to be strong, Dorothy. Not just for Michael, but for myself.
You know something, Stan? This is a side of you I rarely see. And I must say it's very attractive.
Really? You want to fool around?
Oh, yeah. More than anything.
What is that? Sarcasm? I'm leaving.
More around the eyes.
I'm blending, Enrique.
I want my public to trust me. Enrique Mas must have honest eyes. Try number 34. I heard that couple uses 34 around the eyes.
Enrique,
Rose, do my eyes look honest enough? You see, the lady hesitates. More around the eyes. Make me crankite.
Enrique, since I've been working here, I can't move my head anymore. My back hurts, I can't sleep, I have trouble digesting food, I see spots before my eyes. I'm not a doctor, but I think that could be stress.
Please, this sounds very important. We should discuss this over coffee.
Cream and sugar?
And the treat. Surprise me.
You see, that's part of it. I mean, I can't possibly handle all the things you give me to do. Oh, I feel like such a failure. Here, you've trusted me with a really important job, and I'm just not doing it.
I know how hard your job is, and how good you are at it. Until you started working for me, my neck was like that.
Well, no wonder I'm cracking.
I don't want you to crack, Rose. I need you. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Enough 34. And really, Rose, speaking from the heart and not from the makeup, you're the best. That's why I work you like a dog, out of respect.
Thank you.
But I don't want to kill you. So I'm going to hire an assistant for you, Rose.
An assistant for me? I can't believe it.
You can't? It must be fading. Mark 34. Rose, first thing tomorrow, you get your assistant.
I want you to know that Dad asked me to leave. He said he agreed with you. I don't get it. You two never agreed about anything before.
I guess we both agree that we love you.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it. Because of this, I had to call the band and beg for my job back.
You got it? Michael, that's wonderful.
Wonderful? It's humiliating.
Oh, Michael.
Look, I gotta catch a bus. You got my laundry?
Michael, I want you to know I think what your mother did was right. You may not see it now, but you'll realize it later.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
See, I came around to your side.
You gave him money, didn't you?
It's not like it's my money. I took it from your purse.
Oh, Ma, I don't know if he'll ever forgive me.
Dorothy, the day you left me at Shady Pines, do you remember what I told you?
Of course, you told me you'd never forgive me.
But look at us now. Everything's fine.
But are you saying that no matter how bad things are between Michael and me, they'll change?
No. I'm saying that when Michael is 83 and his retirement home burns down, you're... Oh, that's right. You'll be dead. See you, pussycat.
stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. Do you know what is the crazy thing for me now? It is spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. Your love gives me a vibe that I can internally feel. Baby, stay yes, you are the light of my life. My love will never change. Do you know what is the crazy thing for me now? It is spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing